Right, okay, so good morning and welcome back to Exehaven Harbour. Today is Tuesday the 27th of December. I suppose you could call it Bank Holiday Tuesday. I hope you've all had a good Christmas. I certainly have. I've got nothing done on the layout at all, mainly because we had so many family and friends around. So today I've got a free day and Mrs. Exehaven has given me the go-ahead to spend the day in the cabin. So I should probably spend at least 2 or 3 hours out here anyway. So anyway, so in the previous episode I was explaining that the crossover from Budleigh Regis is after the bridge. So Budleigh Regis is down there and it would come out onto the main line and it would run right up on that outside line there to here, where it would cross over to get onto the right line as such. Now, I had a few comments about that and although I said it was put there for my convenience, when I first started doing this, I've had one of my ponders, and thank you, Ewan, you're one of them that sparked my thoughts off, saying yes, it's fine there, but you know, in the real world it wouldn't be. So based on that and my thoughts, I'm going to move it. I am going to move it back down here, and I can work the track somehow or other to fit that in. So we're going to have 2 points, so you'll get the crossover, and that should work okay, he says. So I think I'm going to do that before I start wiring in Budleigh Regis. You'll see an addition over here as well. We have got a engine maintenance facility. Like I said, there's not that much room there and I don't want to overkill it, but I have got one of the pre-made, I think it's a Graham Farish model, and I rather liked it, and funnily enough, I picked it up off of eBay for a pretty good price, so I was quite happy with that. I don't want too many pre-made buildings because I want to make it myself. So anyway, so what we're going to do this morning, hopefully what I'm going to achieve, is get those 2 points changed from up there, and we'll move them down here to make a proper kind of junction really. I know I've got a little bit of a curve in the track here, but I think we can get round that, so I can't see that being a real issue, he says. But yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it for now, and hopefully when I come back that'll be changed. Got a couple of trains running around at the moment, although they'll be stopped in a minute obviously because I'll be doing some work on there. Very reluctant runner this morning with the warship, but now she's up and running. She's done sort of 15 minutes, it's done very well. So whether she's got a little bit damp, but I've had heaters on over here, on all the time in here, and it's not damp, it's a little bit cool if anything, but perfectly okay. Class 50 just went off like it does. But yeah, so it's nice to have the trains running again. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to stop waffling now and just get on with it, because that's what I've come out here for. So we'll catch up in the next segment. Right, welcome back, about an hour and a half later. So the 2 points are out that were there, the original 2 points. A couple of straight pieces have been put in, soldered in, wired up, and we're up and running. Now this bit is still to be done, where the 2 points are there. It's lunchtime now. I may come back out this afternoon, I may not, we'll see, but I've got, let's say, the first stage done. Everything seems to be running round there okay. I hope that's not the kiss of death. As we know, as soon as we start filming, something generally goes wrong. But anyway, I don't want to tempt fate, so that's where I'm at. And I'll be back to you once I get the junction completed for Budleigh Regis over there. So just to give you a slightly better view of the small maintenance depot, excuse me, I really like it. Very detailed, obviously. They're great little buildings that you can get. Like I say, I don't want to have too many of them. I have got the little fuel pump, the diesel pump coming, but that may be about it. There'll be the odd one or two of these buildings, I'm sure, as time goes on. But yeah, very pleased with that. Like the detail on that. It's quite difficult to get that in Engage, doing it yourself, but I'm sure as time goes on and I get much more experienced, we'll be able to manage something like that. There we go. Right, so here we are, a day after we last saw me. We've got the Western going round with a short rake of coaches. So that junction has now gone, as you last saw in the last segment, and it is now here, which takes us off into Budleigh Regis. So that's been a fair bit of work doing this bit this morning, obviously with all the wiring and soldering, and I'm having to get different lengths of track and so on, but I'm pretty pleased with that actually. The Western has been round it a couple of times, so this will be the big test now. Now I'm filming, and it went over there with no problem, so I'm not expecting it to be any hassle at all. It's just working my way up over the bridge and working my way on to the junction. We're going to call that Budleigh Regis Junction. Oh, and I think that's all gone through there rather well. So I'm going to test another loco. I've done a backwards and forwards test over there as well, and that's worked rather well. So hopefully that's that sorted, and perhaps more of a prototypical junction. And like I said before, I didn't do it originally because I just thought it was easier to do it the other side of the bridge because it was on straight track. And all I've done here is just basically we've put the junction in and then we've made the tracks to fit, and with a slight curving. So that looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if I can give you an up the line view. There we go. It all looks quite nice and neat and tidy. So happy with that. So I'll be back to you probably but sometime later, and if not, this could be the last segment of this episode before Friday, because this is Wednesday afternoon now. I'm out with some friends tomorrow morning, and then I'm out back to the dreaded Tesco's because we are starting to run out of stuff now. So tomorrow afternoon, so I hope to get another video out for Friday. So let's see what we can do. But yeah, I've got to just take this all up, glue down the cork, electrify it all, and then hopefully we'll have Budleigh Regis up and running. So I'll check back with you when I've done that. Right, okay, so I'm going to get as far as I can get for this next video for Friday. I've just got the Western coming up here now to test this section from here and into here. It will stop here, he says, hopefully, because nothing else is connected after there. I've got to come in at a pretty slow speed, and here we go. We're going to hit the Budleigh Regis junction now, come round there, hopefully she'll stop just there. Oh, there we go. Right, so there we go. So obviously I've got to wire the rest. It's just taken me all afternoon to solder the wires, relay the track, and a momentous moment, we've been using, wait for it, the copy decks at last. So I've been gluing down the cork. I haven't glued down the track yet, but I will do. But I want to make sure everything works before I go too mad. But yeah, we've got there. So I'm very pleased. So I'll come back to you in a minute once we get the Western back on the track. Unfortunately, I'm filming and I've got my Z21 working through my iPad here that I'm filming through, so that's why we had to let that crash. So I'll be back to you in a second. Right, okay, so there we go. Ending the year with the Western and the Class 50. Just trundling round while I do my last piece. And there we go, you see. Just as soon as you start filming, it all goes sadly wrong. I'll be back in a minute. And as if by magic, we're back up and running. Oh dear, oh dear. Anyway. The junction's working fine, and I will over the next week or two just start wiring that in. Like I say, I haven't got much time tomorrow and Thursday. I'll probably get out here Friday and hopefully finish that up. I'll keep up with the trains anyway. There we go, Class 50, going over the Exehaven Harbour bridges. So really, all it remains for me to say is thanks for all your support as usual. That's fantastic. We've had quite a few new subscribers, so welcome to you all. And just have a happy, safe new year. Enjoy your modelling. I'll see you next year, no doubt. And as we pass the big roll factory, we'll say goodbye. So cheers everybody, happy new year.